Hi there guys, I'm Bo Lorenzen, the FPV guy, and I'm here with my friend Val today. And if you followed me, you know I've been flying drones with spherical cameras, and normally you hang it underneath the drone and then you patch out the top of it. So Insta360 made a camera, it's called the Sphere. And what it does is it's a belt you strap around an Air 2, and it looks up and it looks down. And I did that a couple of times, and the problem is when it flies forward, even though it stitches, you get like this optical wobble in the image. And you built this thing. May I pick this up?
Sure.
Is it safe?
It's yours.
Oh, I'm terrified of breaking this, but I did fly it today, and it's easier than it looks and way harder than I was afraid it was going to be. But let's see what Val did and how we got to know each other was a couple of years ago when everybody else was flying quads. He decided to fly hair dryers, and I don't know, you just couldn't afford quads?
I couldn't.
And so what he did was, of course, not hair dryers, but he got into flying ducted EDFs, stood on end, and he's somewhat of an expert in mono fan designs, where at the bottom he manages the direction of the exhaust to stabilize and fly the drone. As I'll play some of that video in the background here, because the video of him flying was really good. The video of me flying, he had to run and catch it before it crashed. So yeah, that's
a little
embarrassing.
That's not very just. So it's your first time, and it's windy.
It's not as windy as he claims, but he's really good at making people feel good about things. So what I was complaining was, here is the camera, the Sphere 360. This comes up here on a normal drone. It actually looks like a starfighter with an R2-D2 on the back. And then we have the other camera down the bottom here. So his solution is we're flying it this way. So now you have a camera going forward in the direction of interest. So you do not have any stitch lines. It's like you're making an establishing shot on a house or down a street or in a forest. You're getting a shot without stitch lines because we're putting the stitch lines on the side of the footage, basically. There's still stitch lines, but one of these days they'll make a 360 camera that looks all the way around.
It was actually Bo's idea, right?
Well, it was
to just fly it vertically, so I just tried to come up with a solution to the request.
Well, so my first suggestion was, can we just strap this around one of your fans? And this looks like a little bit more than a fan. So what did you do?
So what we did here, I just wanted to make sure that we can get everything, all the hardware out of the vision of the camera. And the camera is like 200 grams, and you have the battery, and the fans usually pull a lot of power. So you need a chunky battery to fly EDFs. So what I wanted to do is, if we were gonna try to do it with one fan, that fan wasn't gonna fit in this ring of this camera.
Not while giving us the force
the force that we need, unless we get into the view of the camera with a larger fan or something like that. So what we did here, we just lined up these two fans to stay out of the view of the cameras, and it gives us enough thrust, and it is normally a pretty stable design, but of course trying to fit stuff in a tight area is a little bit challenging from time to time. So it flies okay if it wasn't this windy today. So yeah, we just basically packed it in a small package that's just gonna stay out of the wheel, and just put two thrust vectoring nozzles and differential thrust for roll, and the thrust vectoring nozzles for the pitch and the yaw.
So you are changing the RPM
for the roll, yeah.
To roll it.
Yeah, to roll it, it's the RPMs, and for yaw and pitch, it's basically the thrust vectoring, the ducts. Yeah.
And I noticed you put a little counter on each side to it, because I thought you were going to run these two counter-rotating, but they are rotating the same way.
It's very hard to find 64mm counter-rotating fans. So it used to be, I'm not tracking it too closely anymore, but you can do it with the same way rotating fans and just counter-rotate it with vanes that are in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I did. It's a design that I did before. I just adapted it to this Insta camera basically, and you know, some of the parts, most of the parts had to be modified, but the design was already, it was a tried and proven design basically.
Which was obviously because it flew pretty good today. I can't wait to go home and stitch this. I'm gonna put it up, of course, in 360, so you guys can put on a VR headset and check it out.
Yep, hopefully, yeah. I'm looking forward to see both. I just gave him the mission, man. He's gonna have to fly it. That's it.
You are too nice, and you know I'm terrified because this is so much stuff.
The good thing is it just can be printed again, so it's all 3D print.
Got a lot of stuff that you can STL and hit print.
Yeah.
More parts.
So if it breaks, we print it.
Wow. So there you have it. This is Val's design to improve how to fly an Insta360 sphere. And now you guys in California, give me a call if you want Val's phone number, because you guys need to make one of these and sell it with 2 cameras on. You know that. So if you like this, whatever you do, don't subscribe, don't click like, just go away and there'll be more videos another day. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Wow. Awesome. I was going to say let's go fly, but the wind is not playing with us.